If you've ever wondered why your voice was weak and lacking in power no matter what you do, you're in luck because I'm going to share my 5 steps that I use as a vocal coach to transform voices from a weak, breathy tone to a strong and powerful one. And be sure to watch till the end because I have something that I'm going to share that will help take your voice even further. So stay tuned because I guarantee you don't want to miss it. If you're here for the first time, my name is Shari. I'm a singer, songwriter, and vocal coach and creator of the free online community for singers, The Empowered Vocalist. Now, I know you want a powerful singing voice, so let's get to the first step, which is going to be uncovering body functions that might be hindering or impacting your singing. In my last singing tutorial, I shared 2 out of 8 exercises that I use that usually make an immediate impact on the voice, and I won't go too in-depth on those right now, but I'll just share what they are so that you can try them. So the first one is going to be singing with your arms up in the air like this. So you're going to just stand, raise your arms like you're reaching for something, and sing. And if you notice that as you sing, it feels easier to sing, or you feel more open or more resonant, then this could mean that typically when you're singing in a posture that's not optimal for singing. So raising your arms up helps to get you in a place where you're in a better posture for singing, and it also slows down airflow. So whereas maybe before when you were singing it was breathy, when you're raising your arms up you might notice that there's not a lot of air in the tone, and that's because the position that you're in is going to slow down airflow. And when you have less air in the tone, especially when you're singing in your chest register, then that's going to produce a more powerful and stronger sound. The next thing that you can try is pumping your fists. So you're going to take your fists and you're just going to bang them like this. Both of these exercises work better when you are standing up, just FYI. Try it standing up, and what you might notice is that your core becomes more engaged, and as your core becomes more engaged, you're sending more energy to the sound. In order for this exercise to be effective, you really need to shake pretty vigorously, and sometimes to the point where you are shaking your voice. Now, if you notice that your voice shakes and it feels better, what could also be happening in addition to engaging your core is that you are loosening muscles up in here that might normally be engaged that don't necessarily have to be engaged. So those are things to think about, and that's 2 out of 8 exercises that I use. And if you want to get all 8 exercises, stay tuned to the end because I'll tell you exactly how to do that. So typically by this point in a session, a singer is already noticing that just doing some simple body movements can help with improving and making their voice sound more powerful. Now what we're going to do is we're going to work on the foundation for a powerful voice throughout your entire range, and that is chest voice. And I know a lot of times, especially even me, okay, like I love whistle notes, I love whistle register, I love singing to the extremities of my voice, but if you don't have a solid foundation for chest voice, then when it comes to the upper part of your range where you want to belt and where you want to mix, you're not going to be able to have that strength that you would if you had a functional chest voice. So let's talk about how to get a functional chest voice. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to focus on is going to be accessing chest voice. Now, I did do a video on assessing chest voice, assessing whether or not you actually have a functional chest voice, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to assume that since you want more power in your voice, you probably could use more help when it comes to chest voice. But if you want to check out the video on how to assess your own chest voice, it's linked in the description below. So we're going to access chest voice using something called vocal fry. And now what you're going to do is you're just going to make this sound like in the movie The Grudge. You'll know that you're doing this exercise correctly when you only hear like the click, 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 click of your vocal cords and nothing else. Being able to do this exercise properly is really important because in order to be in what's called functional chest voice, your vocal cords need to be in a short and thick position, and vocal fry helps to get them in that position. So that's why it's really important for you to know how to do this. So let's try it. Now, if you notice that your vocal fry sounds like there's a little bit of like a tone happening there, or that's too pressed. If you're noticing that that's happening, then that is an indication that this functionality needs to be improved. But the goal that you want to focus on is just that sound. Some people do have trouble making that sound. So if that's you, you can try starting on an M or even a oo. And that should help. So if you are able to make that sound, then that means you already have a foundation that we can build on. So let's go ahead and build on it. I want to preface this next section by saying that the work that we're going to do right now is basically like working under the hood of a car. Okay, so this is not the exterior, this is not the finished sound, this is just making sure that the functionality is working properly. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take that vocal fry and we're going to fry onto a note. Now I mentioned that this is not the finished sound, so this might be a stronger, more harsh sound than you're used to singing with, and that's okay. But the thing is that I want this to be an option for you. I want breathy singing to be an option and not your default. I want you to be able to have a choice. And a lot of singers that I meet with, they don't have a choice, okay? So let's go back and check that again. Awesome. And so let's go down here. Awesome. Awesome job. Now, one of the things that I want you to think about is when you're frying onto the note, we don't want it to become breathy, right? So I don't want this. Right? So we got the closure, we got the thick posture of the vocal folds, but then we just let them blow open. We still want them to come together because when you're singing in chest voice, closed vocal cords and not a whole lot of airflow is what your voice will thrive in. Now, if you're having trouble with these notes, imagine when you're doing the vocal fry that you're digging really, really deep towards the bottom of the sound. As opposed to like, right? Awesome. All right, now we're gonna build on this. This is the next step. Now we've accessed chest voice, so now we're starting to develop it. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go. Awesome. Now, the other thing that I should mention is that if you are finding that when you fry onto the note, you're still breathy, then what you can do is try to use either the arms up, right, to slow down that airflow, or you can use the shake. The shake really seems to help a lot of singers. So you're just going to go like, I know that it seems kind of crazy, and just remember, we're working under the hood, okay? This is not the finished Lamborghini, okay? This is not the finished sound. We're just making sure that functionally things are working the right way, because we need to be able to access this functionality in order to have a strong, powerful voice throughout your entire range. All right, now we're on step 4, and this is honestly when the magic happens. The very first time that I ever gave this exercise to a singer that I had been working with for years, she told me, "Shari, this exercise is magic." And that's because it really is. And honestly, I've gatekeeped this exercise for a long time, but this is my first time ever publicly just letting it be known that this is the magic sauce that's going to help with strengthening your voice. And I'm going to get into it right now, but I just like to ask you that if you're finding any value in this video, please give me a thumbs up and think about subscribing if you haven't already. All right, let's get into it. So this next exercise is called the Y buzz exercise. And the way that we're going to go about this is we're going to put your mouth in a narrow shape, like you're saying shh, okay? And we're going to go yee. When you do this, you're going to be trying to focus on feeling a buzzy feeling behind your teeth where your gum ridge is. And the shape of your mouth is really important, so don't forget that. Yee. And you can just find a spot in your voice, in the lower part of your voice. Yee. You don't even have to use these scales. If you wanted to strengthen this part of your voice, just as long as you do that buzzy feeling up and down in the lower part of your range, then you are strengthening and developing your chest voice, okay? But we're going to just, for kicks, we're going to do it on a scale. So we're going to go yee. And again, if you are finding that there is air in the tone, what you can do is you can use this. So yee. You can use that. You can put your arms up in the air, and you can also start with just a little bit of vocal fry. So yee. You can start that way too. All right, so we're gonna go yee, yee. Awesome. So that was step 4. And if you were able to conquer that sound, if you were able to get a nice clear tone, if you don't have any air in the tone, if you are not feeling any vocal strain, then you are in a good place when it comes to developing chest voice. Now, what good is all of this if we can't actually apply it to a song? And that's what we're going to do right now in step 5. So we're going to apply it to a song. Now, I just chose to use a song by Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather, and I know that she has a tendency to sing with a brighter registration, like less vocal cord closure and more air. But because of the fact that we're talking about singing in full chest voice, we're going to go ahead and sing this song not like Billie Eilish. We'll sing the Billie Eilish song not like her. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to put the Y buzz onto the melody of the song. So her song is in the key of D. I want you to stay. And it actually starts at the very top of chest voice, and it's not the best place for this particular exercise. So I'm going to bring it down a whole step. I want you to stay, and we'll do it there. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that Y buzz exercise and we're going to put it onto the melody of the song. So we'll just do the first 4 lines. So we'll go yee, 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 yee. Okay, so that is a nice forward resonant placement of the song. So what we'll do next is we're going to sing it on words, but we're going to anchor it with the Y buzz. We'll anchor it with the Y buzz plus an A vowel. So we'll go yee, and when we open up to the A, we're going to try to put the sound in the same place where we kind of feel that buzz behind your teeth where your gum ridge is. So yee, I want you to stay. Yee, till I'm in a grave. Yee, till I run away, dead and buried. Yee, till I'm in a casket to carry. So guys, that's how you do it. You start with uncovering areas in your body that are hindering your vocal progress. This can be breath, this can be tension, and there are 6 other exercises that I'm going to give you access to where you can uncover things like jaw tension, tongue tension, neck tension, all sorts of things. So you start there and then you assess and access your vocal registers. So access it with the vocal fry, develop it with the fry onto a note and actually sing, right? So we have that short, thick posture. We want to make sure that when we're singing songs, we can maintain that short, thick posture and vocal fold closure. And then we get into resonance, which is the Y buzz, the magic exercise, and then put it onto a song. Now, I know that watching a tutorial is not the same as getting actual feedback from a vocal coach, and that's why I want to let you know about that bonus that I told you to stick around to the end for. I'd like to invite you to join my free online community, The Empowered Vocalist, where you can go through all of these steps and you can post videos of you doing the exercises, and I'll give you feedback and tips to help you improve your singing like I did with these singers. The cool thing about this community is that I really want to help singers transform their voice, and so I'm doing a 5-step vocal transformation challenge every single month, and you basically just went through it. Kaylee was our first winner, and when she came in, her voice sounded like this.
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed.
And this is what she sounded like after going through all 5 steps and joining the free weekly live workshops offered in the community.
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed.
In addition to the weekly live workshops, you can access a preview of my online course, The Empowered Vocalist, where you will get the other 6 exercises that are going to help show you things that are happening in your body that are impacting your singing. And you'll also get access to a toolbox that's going to help you with relieving tension that you might be carrying in your body. If that's not enough, right now, everybody who joins the community will get a free onboarding call with me, where I'll hear you sing and give you some tips based on what I hear, and the exercises that I give you are going to make an immediate impact on your voice. If you're interested in joining the community or would like to get results like Kaylee, the link to join is in the pinned comments of this video. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know this was a long one, but I really hope that it was helpful because there's no gatekeeping out here, okay? No gatekeeping. I'll see you on the next one, but until then, keep dreaming with your eyes wide open. Bye!
Funny how the tables turn around. You wanna roll the
finally letting go.